Hi guys, Vechs here. Welcome back to Space Engineers. Alright, well, I am kind of tired of the Lacedaemon drifting off on me. What happens is it'll run out of power and it just drifts off. The ship consumes pretty copious amounts of power just sitting around because there's so many subsystems on the ship, and it's impractical to try to grind down every single thing on the ship and turn it off. So, what I'm going to do is to keep it from drifting away again. I had to, off camera, I spent about 30 minutes doing this. I had to end up bringing out the construction ship because the Lacedaemon had actually was drifting off into space because it had run out of fuel, and I think what happens is it runs out of fuel, gets hit by a meteorite, that imparts momentum, a little bit of momentum into it, and it slowly starts drifting off. So I actually ran out into a meteor storm with my construction ship, and thankfully I was not hit, but I had to dodge meteors. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use these merge blocks, which I usually don't mess with them. I usually don't mess with them because they're kind of specialized. I think maybe the most common usage might be making drill heads with them, like swappable. Like you can use one ship with a merge block, and then you can like pick up and set down multiple modules. This ship uses merge blocks here. It's these green blocks to make what appears to be swappable, interchangeable armor plates that you can reattach to the ship. So if it gets blown off, you can easily repair it. You can just eject it with the merge block and put fresh armor plating on, which is pretty cool. It's a good idea. But I found my ship designs, it's usually I use a custom-built mining ship, and then I make a dual-purpose construction ship with grinders and welders, and I really don't need to swap out like tool modules on it. But I mean, it's a cool idea. It's a cool idea. I just don't usually do it. Now, I will be using it. Let's see here. I'm gonna go ahead and try to this is great. This is like right here already. All right, so let me just put it right here. And so this is technically a station. And we'll go ahead and put the merge block here on the station. And the way this works is I'm gonna have to maneuver the Lacedaemon into position. I tried to do this already. I don't know if you noticed, but I ground down a merge block I had built over here. But basically, I managed to get the Lacedaemon stopped out in space, and I was like, I didn't have the power from my small reactor to maneuver the ship. So I was like, maybe I can just make a merge block and pre-build it in position. But you have to get it within very tight tolerances for it to link up. And they detected each other. Alright, let's see here. Is there a good way I can see this? Actually, you know what I really want to do, actually, is I kind of want to do this. Check this out. I'm going to do this little number right here. Alright. And that way I'll have a good view. Now, I did not plan on doing this episode, but as with all things in this game, problems come up, and the problems have to be handled. There we go. Alright, now. There we go! Now I can see what I'm doing. Okay, so, dampeners on, thrust, 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 roll, roll. Oh wait, no, it might be easier to roll this way. Well, let's see. Come on. Gentle, gentle, gentle. Okay, a little bit forward. There we go. Now with dampeners off, it should give up control to the block here. Now, which way do you want to try to mate up? I think I have plenty of room if I want to swing the ship. Let's try and swing this way. Yeah, we're going to need to pull back and try to rotate the entire ship this way. Oh, no. Actually, just go back. Can we pull back from this thing until it stops enacting force on me? What am I running into? It's acting like I'm running into something. I can't quite tell what, though. Oh well. Alright, so we're no longer in influence of this thing. Put the dampeners back on. Oh, this is hoopty. Okay, we need to go... We need to rotate like this, and move up, back. The way I read on the wiki about these, and basically it's very particular about how you line it up. It wants it within a 0.1 meter tolerance or something like that. So, I have to line it up like this. But at least with the cockpit right here, I have a good view of the block. Okay. Let's try this. That's not quite straight. What do we need to do to fix that? Dampeners on. We need to go over to the left a bit more. Like this. And then up. And tilt up. So basically, when I mate the two merge blocks together, I can convert the Lacedaemon.
Ship fuel low.
Yes, I'm aware of that. By the way, that's 5 kilos of uranium. This thing is a gas guzzler, and that's putting it politely. Yes, thank you, Betty. Down a bit more.
Ship fuel low.
Okay. Looks like we need to rotate that way, and then strafe this way. Now with small ships, the merge block is able to maneuver the ship quite readily. But with a ship this large, the merge block really can't move it to align it properly. So I've got to do the heavy lifting for it, and basically gift wrap the alignment for the merge blocks here to make it easier on them. Like, it's not perfectly straight right now. I need to rotate and then go up a bit more. Okay. And I have this I like how I have this epic action music going on. Then I need to go that way. That's about, I mean, that's about as good as I think I'm going to get it. Hopefully the merge block will be able to take over from that and get it linked up properly. Let's give it a try. Here we go. I'm going to take off my dampeners and let the merge block do what it wants. Boom! There we go. It's linked up. Now, info. Are we a station officially? Are we officially a station? As long as this button is here, I believe that it is officially a station. Now, check this out. Now I think what we can do is come in like this. Now that it's officially a station, and once we get rid of those merge blocks, it will really be... Alright, I think we do this. And now we just come in and get rid of the merge blocks. And there we go. I think the Lacedaemon is now officially a station. Let me just hop in the cockpit here. Convert to ship. Let me try thrusting. Yep. Yep, it's a station. It cannot move anymore. I can thrust all I want, and it won't go anywhere. Alright, so that is merge. That's how you use merge blocks. And as you saw, it on a ship this size, you really gotta work to line it up correctly. So now it can run out of power all it wants to. In fact, I think I'm just going to go ahead and take the uranium back out. Now the whole ship is completely depowered, and I believe at this point it's completely safe for me to go into. Let's fly in here and take a look around. Hello? Yeah. That's a turret right there, isn't it? No? Oh, we're on the outside. Oh, that's a turret right there. Hey, turret! So as you can see, the turret is now no longer powered, and they're pretty harmless. Let's try and rebuild this thing. Hi. Hey. You have any ammunition I can have? Are you out of ammo? Yep, you ran out of ammo. I assume once I started punching holes in the, there's one over here too. I assume once I started punching holes in the ship that these interior turrets would occasionally shoot at meteors passing by outside that they could see through the holes. And because of that, they ran out of ammo. Well, guys, we have a derelict station now that I can mine for resources. That is outstanding. And that is merge blocks. Let's hop in my miner here. I went ahead and put the thingy on here. The thingy. Cockpit is the word I'm looking for. My inventory is a little full. Can I get stuff out of my inventory? I can stick that in there, I suppose. There's no harm in me keeping some stuff on board. So now, the Lacedaemon is a station. I can just fly around here and take everything I want off of it and bump into it as much as I want to. And there's no harm, no risk of it flying off into space like a crazy thing. Yes! Yes! Oh no, I bumped into it! Oh no, I bumped into the Lacedaemon, guys! Oh no, it doesn't matter anymore! And now it's safe behind here. I've got it positioned safely. So I can go ahead and take down all these thrusters I stuck on it and take back the stuff I stuck on it. Ah! Well, now that it's also unpowered, I feel like I've kind of beaten it. I did get killed on this thing a few times, so I did not take it without a fight. But now that it has no more power, none of the turrets are going to work. So any remaining turrets are just nothing but high-tech scrap. Nom 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 nom. Oh, so satisfying, guys. I'm so happy I captured this thing. Zzz. It's like bubble wrap. I never get tired of this. Like, why is this so much... This is so satisfying, just grinding into, like, huge amounts of plating.
The only thing it makes me want to do is make an even bigger grinding head to come in here and grind it up. Like, I just want to grind up more of it all at once. Kind of want to try to go right through the ship, can I? Am I hung up on anything? Am I going in here? I'm just going to bore right through the Lacedaemon with my grinding array. Looks like a door is... I'm stuck on a door. Doors always take a while to grind. They're pretty durable. Maybe I should make a spaceship that uses doors as armor. That'd be kind of goofy looking. Oh, I'm doing it. I'm doing it. Can't stop me. Oh, look what I see. I see space. Ha ha ha! Suck it. Oh, guys, this is the best. This is like my Zen garden. This is just grinding up ships. Am I clear? Can I go through?
Did I just go straight through this thing? Make a giant cube shape? Yep, I did. I totally did. I bored straight through the Lacedaemon. Look at that hole I left. The nice box shape. Look at... Oh, God, that's so... Hing! That's so satisfying. Let me get out. Let's see. Look at this perfect box-shaped hole I drilled, just bored out right through this thing. Oh, what's wrong, Lacedaemon? You missing some parts? Oh, look at that. That is so cool. I just went right through it. Yeah, I'm definitely making more grinding heads on this thing. Oh my gosh. Okay, alright. Oh, we're in sunlight. Sunlight means meteors. I long for the day when I will no longer be afraid of the sun. Because seriously, like for reals though, so tired of like... I've noticed that like it's always dark because I'm not in sunlight. And this game is actually really bright and cheerful, but even my reds and golds look muted because I'm in shadow. And it's kind of like gets me down. I want to be back in the sun. Anyway, I was tinkering with my ship here, the longsword class. It's still not ready for production. I made some modifications. I added some landing gear here, and I added some more gyroscopes inside in the internals here. It's got 4 now instead of 2. And I added some auxiliary armor plating back here around the fin area. Overall, I'm really happy with how this ship is turning out. I think it looks really good. And I think you could also come in here and install additional weaponry down here. It's got room for 3 additional weapon systems. I believe including if you wanted to add rocket launchers. But this is the one you have to reload. I mean, you could just... Well, the thing is you could put the rocket launchers on here anywhere because these are the ones that you have to reload at the tube. And you have to manually reload them. So you could put these on like down here if you wanted. The reloadable one, I think you could put this on down here. You could install the reloadable one down here. And you would need an adapter, I think. Let me think. You could do... I was actually thinking what it would be cool is if you had a friend. One of you could be in the... Like, I guess the pilot seat would be the top one and control the autocannons. while the bottom seat down here would be the like main gunner who focuses on firing the rockets when it's time to fire them. So you could install, you know, I'm kind of wondering like why it doesn't link up. I would think it would link up with the connector very nicely, and you could just put the reloadable one on the bottom of the connector here. But I guess it's not. That's not the case. And the conveyor frame doesn't fit either. I'm pretty sure it's something like where it needs to fit on a medium cargo container. Yeah, it doesn't fit the medium cargo container either. But let me see. So the medium container would fit on here. Now this is going to make it less sleek, but okay, so the small opening of the medium container fits into that conveyor frame right there. And so then the outer rim, the outer connecting frame of the container, there we go, fits like this. And so then you could install the reloadable rockets in basically a pod down here, should you desire to add rockets to this ship. And then you could let the other pilot manage those. So all you got to do is you focus on flying and shooting the autocannons at light ships, and then when it's time to do like a bombing run against a large class ship, you know, you just focus on flying and strafing and dodging, and then when your friend sees an opening, they can fire off the rockets. And they have some pretty serious firepower here. And you could basically just add a rocket pod on the bottom of the ship. But if you don't want that, you can just... I mean, it's only 3 pieces you'd have to add on to turn this into a, I'd like to think, pretty effective bomber. So yeah. Because the blocks here, these are actual conveyor blocks, and they'll transfer anything. So they can draw rockets from the primary cargo bay. So yeah. It's a shame the rocket launcher here, the reloadable one, doesn't have, let me see. It doesn't have small doors. It only has the main big door here. So you can't, it kind of sucks. You can't really, because if it had the small doors like right here on the side or something, you could just stack them up on the bottom when you wanted to go bomb something. Of course, the far simplest way is just to attach, you know, rocket pods like this. Just stick them on, and they're so cheap that they're basically disposable. I mean, look at the resource cost on them, and you would install 4 rockets in each, and go do your bombing run with those. That would actually be where a merge block would come in. Like, you'd have a merge block rocket launcher, and then yeah. Can you put a merge block? Where's the merge block for a small ship? And how big is it? Oh, there we go. Yeah, that's what you do. You just have a merge block here on the bottom. And then attach a rocket launching pod to it. And then there you go. There's your detachable rocket pod. How about them rocket pods? Yeah, the bottom would be the best part. If you wanted to attach... Now I'm very curious. Where'd be a good spot for it? Like right here, maybe? So that would just mean... take out these 3, nick anything, and the frontal armor attaches to by the front right here of the cockpit, so that's still attached, and also right here. So now you definitely could swing in and install a rocket pod. Or any kind of special weapons pod. That's what I should make for this. I should make weapons pods from rockets to the 88mm or to Gatling guns, and I can have several different types of pods to put on there with auxiliary weapons. That would be so cool. Yeah. Then maybe the default gun should be the Gatling gun to make this more friendly to people who don't have this mod installed, and the modded guns can sit on the detachable pod here. I don't know. That's kind of like a... Maybe... I think maybe I'll publish a version that has Gatling guns, but my personal one will just have autocannons installed by default. So, yeah. Well, guys, I think that'll be all the time I have today. I am so stoked about this detachable weapons pod idea. I think this is really cool. You know what this thing kind of reminds me of? The Orca from Command & Conquer. I don't know if my younger viewers might not remember the original first Command & Conquer, but those that do, like for real though, just rocket pods right here on the side, and then, you know, sticking out. Like rocket pods there on the side. And I think it's the way I've done the engines at the back. And the little tail here coming out with the engines in it. It definitely reminds me the Orca from Command & Conquer. But anyway. It's a very impractical place for rocket pods considering the autocannon is right there. You see, Ivan, when shoot rocket, shoot it with autocannon first. It goes boom more. Alright, anyway guys, I feel like I have to stand in like light over here to not be... Hold on a second. There we go. There. Now I'm not in darkness all the time. I've got lights. So there's the longsword prototype I'm working on. Yeah, I think I'll go ahead and switch it out to 25mm Gatling, and I think this version is basically ready to publish to the workshop for you guys to use in your own world. And I'll make the version have the Gatling guns on it, and you know, make a version of that so that you don't have to have that mod in order to use it. Well guys, I'll see y'all next episode. Until then, as always, thank you very much for watching, and take it easy.